Hello everyone, welcome to the live stream of City of Heroes community gameplay. This is where you get a chance to jump into the game and play with me. I am playing on the Rebirth server. Make whatever build you want, doesn't matter what level you are, because there is the sidekicking and mentor system in City of Heroes. So all are welcome. I ask that if you do join in joining me in the group, you can send me a tell-in game. And also, if you join, please jump in on the Discord server. You don't have to talk, but I need you there so that you can hear what I'm saying in real time instead of having the delay, so we can all keep together and stuff like that. But if you do talk, you will be heard on the stream. So that's one thing. And if you just want to jump in on the Discord and verbally chat, that's fine too. You don't have to jump in the game and be there. We've had JC who jumped in and just chatted with us for a bit, a couple streams ago, and had fun chatting with him. So however you want to communicate, or if you just want to sit and watch it, that's fine too. It's all up to you on how you want to interact with this stream. That's your choice, and I'm just happy to have you here viewing. Let me grab a quick drink. Okay, there we go. Now, let's get some missions going. Get some action going. I need missions. Highway City. That task right there. Okay. You gotta go to Steel Canyon now. So I'm gonna go ahead. Up on here. This one here. Teleport. That's so close. Why teleport? We can just run there. Here, jump to here. Love Ninja Run on this build. Hits the character so well. Steel Canyon, we'll do north. Hey Draco, how's it going? Okay, missions here. Oh, it's return to contact. Okay, never mind. Well, let's just make life easy for ourselves. Missions. Timed. That is not timed. Excellent. Not timed. And Steel Canyon on that one. This council will do this here to get them. This way. Need to hit. I think it's closer on this side. Teleport this way. Here, see what we have. Gonna land right here. Need to get some endurance back. Whoa, a little too far. Almost fell off. That would have been bad. Oh man, my endurance back up. While I'm waiting, let me check. Okay, not have any enhancements. We are close to 17. I think, I'm hoping in this playthrough of these couple hours, I'll be able to get 17 definitely. Get, hopefully 18 would be really nice to get. That way we can get another power. And do things that direction. Meantime. Health to get back up. see. Oh, not gonna use rest. I would use rest, but it has a timer on rebirth. So using rest on rebirth is more of a I need to get my health back up quicker than just waiting. Whereas like on Homecoming and other servers, it just repops immediately. I'll land here. I'm gonna run. Would have been better if I would have chosen the south section. Didn't know I had to return to talk to her. Or to here. Oh. Introduced to a contact. And yes. Available missions. This one. Yeah, I think we've gotten all. Yep. Could do. Missions officer. Talk to him. He's probably north, isn't he? No, he's middle. Oh. Go ahead. Jump down. Probably take some damage from this ball. Yep, a little bit of damage, not much. Run to the contact. Get them, and then do our sets of missions. It's like running along the streets. Everything's gray right now. Oh. Why not? Up this ice, okay? Come on, where'd the other guy go? No, he ran off. Ah, there he is. Got him. Add a little bit of fun to this run. That's where I don't mind the street sweeping, is when I'm in between going from one mission to another, one contact to another. I don't mind the street sweeping then. It's just for me, I don't find the fun in the pure street sweeping. There's others that just, they love the street sweeping. That's their favorite part, and that's great. Well, do what you enjoy. That's up. Okay, so no missions. Go Canyon. Do this one. Any council we run across, take out. We don't take out enough councils while running to there. Hunt down some. Take out the. The area where there's mostly outcasts right now. Pick. Up there, so I'm probably gonna want to use this ramp if I in northern area. Oh yeah. Bit high, but that's okay. Hey Axel. Difference between Homecoming and Rebirth. Rebirth does not have the Sentinel. Instead, they have the Guardian, which is the archetype I'm playing. And the difference between the archetypes is the primaries is a mix of blaster and scrapper abilities, and then the secondary is your defensive capabilities. The other changes is that there are more costume parts on Rebirth than there are in any other City Heroes server. Mainly in textures, some in models, like these pants that my character is wearing, you only find on Rebirth, along with the top here that I have on. They've also done asynchronous patterns. They've also made it to where when you're wearing the tights with skin, you can actually choose the skin you have underneath the tights. It's not just a regular skin color. You can have stone skin. You can have the plant skin. You can have the different types of skins on there underneath the tights. And that's really nice. They've also created a new type of skin called sand skin, and the sand skin is animated. So you see the sand actually moving around. And that's really cool. And you can color the sand. So it doesn't just have to be that normal color of sand that we get, that's sort of like that yellow, dark brownish or light brownish yellow sand that we normally see. Or should we say sort of more along the lines of a tan color. Really depends on the sand, but keep an eye out for council. Looking around so much. Let's see. Well, it says home Rebirth done. Think of it's mainly the costume piece. It is very cool. I mean, you really want to get some unique looking characters that stand out. Rebirth really enhances. I mean, they've added in like almost 800, over 800 new costume pieces to choose from. I'd say about maybe up to 50 of those, not even that, probably maybe 25 are 3D new 3D models. The rest is all textures. Yeah, always glad to help out and give the info that I have. If I remember correctly, I have to go down south to run into more of the council. Around the monorail area. Run just in case, because I could be wrong on where the council is in Steel Canyon. I haven't memorized completely the sections of areas and cities where the different factions are. That's my one weakness in the game of knowledge, is knowing the exact locations in a city area. You know, I mean, in Alice Park, I know a good chunk of them. on where to find the different types of mobs, like where we can find the Hellions, where I can find some skulls, where I can find some clockworks, where I can find some Vasilox, stuff like that. East side, thank you. Appreciate the help on that. So east side is where I'll look right now. I'm on the east side, wasn't seeing that many. All the way from the vault to the boomtown. Is up north. Okay, so you're saying more like up in this area here. Itch. Hang more. But we'll head over there next and get that done. Thank you for the information, Axel. Greatly appreciate it. Everyone thanked Alex. Yeah, had to do it. Sorry, had to do it. If I don't own up to my own mistakes and make fun of my own mistakes, which if you guys have been around the streams long enough, you guys know that I accidentally, when Axel first started watching the streams, I called him Alex instead of Axel. Ooh. That's what we have right here. Doing this on that. There we go. There's a good chunk of them down. That's why you're sending me to the wrong place. I love it. And I wouldn't be mad if you did. Oh, that was good. I deserved that. I so deserved that. Okay, so done with that one. Missions, 5 more. Mark that just so it stays up. Now, let's see if he's messing with me in words or if he was messing with me in actually telling me that. Let's see which it is. A couple votes. I'm not going to worry about the outcast right now. I'm focused on getting... Now the question is that just the natural you, or did you pick that up messing with people from me? Just gonna make life easy. Oh. Well, that's the thing, is sometimes you watch someone and you're like, oh, I gotta make something like that. I actually like stalkers. I like playing stalkers when I want to be very tactical. And, you know, I have the urge to be sneaky. That's when I play stalkers. So every so often I'll jump in and play a stalker. Got a bunch of clockwork on me. Ooh. Hey, look at what we have here. Yeah, babe, let's do this. Oh, this is fifth column, not the council. So these aren't counting for anything. Now here's the question. If you make a stalker, what's your favorite primary? What's your favorite secondary? And why? For me, my favorite primary is I love the psychic melee. Just love the psychic melee because of the dagger effect. Just looks so cool to me. Secondaries, I like going with something like let's see, regeneration is one of my favorite ones. Ninjutsu is another good one. So those are the two that I like going between. Here. Oh, there's 17. Those are my... Oh, yes. So thorns, I like doing thorns on like a scrapper or a brute. I mean, one of my favorite builds as a brute is a thorns fire brute. Amazing AoE damage. Amazing AoE damage. And the great thing is if you get taken down, you have that self-res. Fifth column, don't need fifth column. Outcast. Cast over there. One more. Past it. Outcast. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run back over to the south side. I'm gonna use the tram to do that. Here. Because what I'm thinking, what I remember is in the south side, there's also a good chunk too. So if I go here and go south, they'll be gray, but it'll give me the 4 I need. And the areas I'm used to seeing them is like over here in this corner I'll see some. Sometimes. They're like right here. Columns. There's the council. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit the council. Three more after I take out this guy. Taking him out. Now, here. Perfect column. So that guy is gonna all do so. This ability. This. There we go. Dude, quit missing! This off, this off, this off. Here. It'll be in this court area. Back. more. Next zone. Come on, I can find the next two that I need. That one. Checked all those. So that mission is complete. Next is we go to Skyway. That. Actually, let's go to Skyway first. Lock in whichever one's closer is my thinking. Here. 15 to 19, yeah. We're gonna now be the one we're on now. So switch over to south now. Actually, North Skyway gets us closer. Teleport our way over there. We're gonna do a bit of running since we're running on it. Alright, have a good day, Jay. Thanks for stopping by. We have gotten no snow, Axel. It's... We'll get snow maybe around end of February, maybe beginning of March. Normally, that's the way it's been happening in the last 5 years. We'll get a little bit of snow. Not much snow. It's mainly in the last couple weeks, it's just been some wind and a little bit of rain. Not as much rain as I'm used to, though. That's fine. Searching this, let our endurance get back up. Well, if I remember correctly, you live in Axel. You live in the Netherlands. In the Netherlands, the weather is pretty, from what I hear, is pretty similar to what it's like here in the northwest of the U.S., where it rains most of the time. During the winter, we might get a slight bit of snow. You guys probably get a lot more. it can get pretty windy. I mean, like yesterday, it was fairly windy. I mean, we get winds that get up to, you know, 30 miles an hour type wind. Normally they're around, you know, when it's what we consider heavily windy is like when it gets above 5 miles per hour. At least for someone cycling like me. There we go. Getting out the main room. Desk over here. Look for those clues. Oh yeah. Well, and that would go great with the whole entire doppelganger video I did, talking about creating an A mission and then going through it and fighting like a duplicate of yourself or an arch nemesis build that you did for your character. Ooh, invention salvage. I'm gonna wait here, let my endurance catch back up. Oh, nice. Yeah, it can be cycling on two wheels can be a real pain in windy weather, especially when that wind hits you from the side. If it's behind you, it's a joy. If it's head on, it's somewhat of a pain. If it's real high winds and hitting to the side, it's super pain. That's where I like being on a trike, because I'm not worried about the wind knocking me over. It's more of just sort of pushing the trike to the side. I have to sort of push into the wind to keep going a straight line sometimes. But, you know, that's sort of the fun. That's one of the things is that when, I mentioned this before, when I get my trike, I'm buying it from Germany. Because they have the best trike that I like, and that's very comfortable for me. An HP Velotechnic is the name of the company. I'm gonna buy it there, and then I'm gonna cycle to the Netherlands, cycle around the Netherlands, and that is just like, that is my number one bucket list thing I want to do. Yeah. I 100% agree with it. Well, here's the thing. Because I'm going to be going to Germany, buying the bike in Germany, there is no tax on that. because I bought it in Germany. I didn't buy it in the US and have it shipped over to me. I will bought it in Germany and then flown back with it. I don't think, I could be wrong, but I don't think the tariffs apply then. It's only when you're in the US and you buy it and get shipped into the US that the tariffs affect. I could be wrong though. All I know is that, you know, tariffs, the country doesn't pay, that you're buying from doesn't pay the tariffs. The US companies, which then trickles down to the customer, US customers, pay for those tariffs. And I think what's going on with that whole entire tariffs thing is just so stupid. And it honestly boggles me with how many people cater to his whims and bend the knee to what he wants. Astounds me. He's such a bully and can be easily called on his BS, and no one's willing to do it because they're scared of what he could do. No, because I'm not importing. I used the bike to cycle around and for travel, and I'm bringing it over. Like I said, I'm not 100% sure. I don't know. I am in no way an expert on tariffs. I just know the basics of tariffs. Only thing I know is that the country that does the tariffs, it's those citizens and the companies in that country that pay the tariffs, not the country that the tariffs are put against. I mean, yes, it does affect the country that the tariffs are put against, because then less people are buying things from that country. But, you know, all around, I think that's a bad thing. No, I think people should be able to buy things from where they want, as long as it's, you know, a legal good. I don't know what power I get at 18. I don't know the power sets that well of the Hellfire power sets for the Guardian. Bring up pinging. There is this desk. I really don't know. I think they have scheduled times, just like Thunderspy does when people meet up, because it is a smaller server. I'm not 100% sure of how hard it is to get teams for Task Force. This. Not a problem. I've made that mistake so many times myself, Axel, on wrong chat channels. Teleport right to here. Oop. The dang that direction. Yeah, so the most popular servers out of all the City of Heroes servers of players being in them is Homecoming's Excelsior is like the number one server, but a lot of people are just sort of standing around in Atlas Park, just sort of standing there chatting. They're not actually running around doing missions and stuff like that. So those people could be AFK, things like that. Who knows? They could be doing, the selling and trading and stuff like that. That happens in a lot of MMOs. But I mean, there's the auction house, so why you really need to be online to do selling and trading in City of Heroes? It's not like it's OG EverQuest or Ultima Online or things like that. Games where you had to be online to sell things. That was before they came, MMOs came up with auction houses. In EverQuest, I remember spending hours hanging out in East Commons in the tunnel between East Commons and West Commons, doing selling, buying, and trading. Every so often getting freaked out because someone's screaming, Griffin to West Commons zone. And then you got a Griffin that you gotta deal with in the tunnel. And that Griffin was high level. And the East Commons being a low level area. There we go. He's down and out. The officer. Check downstairs first. Upstairs. If we can have a walkway. We're gonna wait, get some endurance back before we move on. I think an hour and 10 minutes we have left. I think we can get level 18. Considering most of that's double XP, looking at the bar we have. As long as we don't die, get knocked out, we're good. Go to here. Here. Here, check. Nothing in here. Missed the guy up front, but got the guy in the back. Got him. It could be. I mean, I don't know. With Homecoming having the task force in what is it? Khaleesi's Wharf now. I wonder how often that gets played, because it's a brand new task force. I think that would be played a little bit more. But that's just my thought, because it's new content that's never been played before. A lot of people jump on board and play that. There we go, got him. Just enough endurance to pull these guys here. Now wait for my endurance. Now I have this one here. What do you actually? This into. Use this one here. Then start our attack. Get things moving a little bit quicker. Got him. Oh, I did get a police officer. 2 more. Get another one of those. So use that one. Just punch him to death. There we go. But we check up here. Notice us? Yep, they're gonna notice. You seem emergency. Alright. One last one to get. This one finished. I'm gonna stay here. I'm gonna rest and get my endurance back up. While I'm doing that, I want to show you guys something. Oh man. Go here, and because Valentine's Day is about 3 weeks away from today, and if you have your significant other that's into gaming, check out Gaming Imagery is my print on demand shop that has all of my designs on it. There's a lot of cool things in here. We have a bunch of hoodies that are different designs. This one, which is the Controlled Chaos themed one, the front it has the logo. On the back it has the character and looks really good there. Other cool ones we have in there is, I game for the loot with the treasure box, and it has several different colors to it, as you can see here. Go with the blue, military green, stuff like that. And then there's also notebooks that I have on here for you to draw in, take notes in, things like that. Computer gaming, got you covered with gaming mouse pads and the big ones, the mouse mats, and the mouse mats are LED lit along the edges, which is really nice. And the great thing is with it being Valentine's Day, from today until February 14th, there will be these Valentine's Day themed dice t-shirts. And the front literally has 3 zeros and says, I'm hitting on you. And that the dice are set up in a heart pattern. And then if you look at the back of the t-shirts, let me find one for the back. On the back of the t-shirts, it has ones and it says, I missed you. Just a play on words of you're hitting someone with doing a hit with the dice and doing a miss with the dice, things like that. I just thought it was very cool. But let's get back into the game and get the experience we need. I just wanted to do a quick little plug about the updates that I've done, and the special that's running of that design. Hit them. Oh, by the way, something I did forget to mention is the link to the store, Gaming Imagery, is in the description of this video and every video I do. Time to bring up some defenses. Got him. That's good. Bring our defenses back up. There we go. Whew, that was a little tough one. Get our endurance back. Poke my nose out too far. Get the other one. Now we really need to wait for our endurance to get back up. Put that back on so I don't forget. That's put that there. Oops. Put a couple slots into this. I can put an endurance reduction on this. More defenses into this. But this, 2 more slots. I can put the slow into this. And another endurance reduction. Good. Good enough. Down and out, quick. Another enhancement. Got him. That enhancement one. Go down to here. There we go. This room. Here, nothing there. Missing. Ah, wrong button, wrong button. And down you go. Done here yet, though. Upstairs. No, we did do upstairs. Okay, yeah. We have checked everything here. Never mind. We're done here. I was wrong. Okay, so we go missions. Boomtown. Select. Map. You. Go there. Steel Canyon. Only got 2 there. 2 levels there. So really start picking up our pace. Here. Teleport down to here. Yeah, we're good. North or south though? I believe it's north. I could be wrong, but I believe it's north that I need to go. Get closer to Boomtown. I know a lot of the main connections. The off-branch connections, I'm not too sure. Ah! I was right. That was luck. I'm straight up just gonna say it. That was luck. Was this the one where I have to do, it's not an actual mission, it's a hunt? If this is a hunt, I'm just gonna do an autocomplete on this. And get other missions. No. This actually has the location we're doing this. Rest up. Our job a bit easier by going here and here. Get our endurance back. Did we do any endurance reductions on Telfer? Okay. We have one endurance reduction. I think I want to put two more endurance reductions into here. Then go from there. I think after this mission, we'll hit a trainer and we'll hit shop. Only reason I want to hit shop is so I can put the endurance reductions in those. But first, it's going to be trainer, then shop. So I can spend the 2 points, put it into time junction to add in the slow and the other endurance reduction. Then hit the, with the shop, and then, go do missions. Be near the ground so I don't take the huge fall damage. Close enough to run to here. That. Let's let our endurance gather back up, and then we'll do the run through this mission. I believe this is the last mission to do. Everything's been completed and is returned to contact. Once we do this mission, we turn everything in and go. Wait for the experience or the endurance to gain back up. I would use this endurance here, but I want to keep that for just in case. Sort of my oh shit button. Because we're doing fine in health. It's our endurance that's causing things to be a bit slow. Because of these toggles. If we didn't have all these toggles, we wouldn't be having the endurance problem we're having. And yes, I know I could turn off a ninja run and walk through it, but I'm sorry, ninja run with this character just looks so cool. I want to keep it on. So I'm willing to put up with the headaches of having to deal with some endurance issues. That. this guy on. There's that. Enhancement. Wonder what enhancement. You know, it's a tech enhancement because, well, it's clockwork. If it's gonna, or it could just be a regular origin or non-origin enhancement and just be generic. What the enhancement? Attack rate. I don't need anything for attack rate. It can be one that gets sold. Too far away, okay? Another enhancement. Another enhancement. What do we have enhanced? Hold and an accuracy. Use the accuracy. I want to put the accuracy on. I'm going to put it on the Hellfire Smash. Now, hold both of them. Oh well. Left. This is a park that. Open up into this big room. And over there. Now wait for endurance. Up. Probably above us. Got that off. The other side. I'm gonna wait for endurance. That's the plan. We just wait for our endurance. But hey, we're 3 and almost a half bubbles in. 10 bubbles we need to get. A lot of the missions were hero missions, if I remember correctly. Those give XP. Clean them, yeah. 3 of the 5 are hero missions. Give us a bonus. Oh, enhancement. Another accuracy. Oh no, to hit buff. I was wrong. Just a very light yellow. Let's take that now. I'm gonna do when I take that. Use my defense, 2 accuracies, and the 2 damage to take it out quickly. And keep one of the defenses just in case we run into problems. There we go. That was the thing we needed. And there's a boss there. That guy there. Okay, they're way up. So do instead this way. What's back here? I'm just curious. We'll take him out, then we'll take that boss out, and then we'll be done with this mission. Ooh, I do have... Take this. Go like so. I hit the wrong key. That was a waste of endurance. Done and done. Actually got us into our 4th bubble. Let's exit. I'm gonna do the conversations. Let's do all the turn-ins. Missions. This is definitely 01. Missions. Board the train mission. Finally talk to her without having her. Out the warehouse. Them I need to run to. Were they a story mission? No, they were not. Where I have a clear shot. Start the task of teleporting over there. Oh, one more jump. Just barely one more jump. Wow. That was a close one. our endurance back up and then teleport over there. We'll go to Steel Canyon. Okay, we'll be in Steel Canyon. In Steel Canyon, that's where we're gonna go. We'll talk to the trainer, train up. We'll go to. Let me check. ID. Yep, I want science. So we'll go to a science store and sell what we can't use, buy what we can, focusing mainly on endurance. Good. Go. Here. That. Go. Yeah. One last click and we're there. Train up. Up. 2 slots there. Finished. Done that. Now we're gonna go into enhancements real quick. Here. Throw that into there, help with slowing things down. Go back to here. We're gonna go. Yeah, that's the tailor. There's the science store. This direction. Turn on. Ninja run. Just gotta run our way there. It's close enough. Think by doing this endurance enhancement, and whatever's left over, the first thing we're gonna do is replace all our generic enhancements with dual origin science enhancements, along with endurance manipulation. That's the first task. And we'll focus on defense. Oh, we also need to get defense too. That's the other. Talk to them. Sell these 3. There we go. This is what I'm looking for. So we need... That's all we can do. 2. That's it. You know what we could do? We could sell a bunch of these recipes. Knowledge. So low level, why not? This here. That there. That there. That's definitely gonna help out. Contacts. Click on him. We'll go talk to him. Do our other another run of missions. He's close by. Well, actually, let's see how this helped out with it. Oh, that helped out a good chunk. Introduced to contact. He looks cool. Him. Several missions. Let's do the troll one. Oh, okay. Prez Park. Go. So, welcome back, Axel. Hey, that got us almost right directly to it. Nice. You want to go mission? But that's the task. We're definitely doing this one first because, well, it's the timed one. I always like doing the timed missions first. And as soon as I get a timed mission, I do that timed mission. I do not grab any other missions. And go from there. It is in the forest. Darn. We're going to have a cave mission. Right there, actually. Get inside. Oh, that sucks. Oh, doing a No Man's Sky survival mode. Well, at least you didn't do a No Man's Sky permadeath survival mode. Now, have you ever tried doing a No Man's Sky permadeath survival mode no starter ship? You cannot use the starter ship. So the ship that guides you to, you cannot use that. You have to find a random ship or buy a ship off the planet to get off the planet. Have you ever tried doing one of those types of runs? Can't even repair your analyzer. Oof. No, what's rough is when you run out of carbon and your multi-tool is need to be recharged to use the mining laser. We're doing better with energy. I think the next enhancements we need to get are endurance modifiers. And put that on our stamina. Now let's get endurance back. Too much of a hassle. You'd rather just get off into outer space as soon as possible, huh? I'll wait for endurance. By the way, Axel, have you checked out any of my Stars Reach gameplay videos or live streams? And if you have, what do you think of the game? Good enough. Star attack. And check that out. I think because you like City of Heroes and you like No Man's Sky, I think you might like this. Like, have you ever played Star Wars Galaxies? Well, see, that's the thing, is Stars Reach is not a survival game. It is a sci-fi MMO. It is created by the lead designer for Star Wars Galaxies. So if you ever played original Star Wars Galaxies when it launched, like up to the jump space, it's made by that same designer with a lot of the same mechanics, but has sort of a No Man's Sky feel to it because you can manipulate the terrain, dig into the terrain and stuff like that. Yeah, this is not like this. This is sort of different. This is a sandbox MMO. So it's more of you choose what you want to do. So when I say sandbox, we're talking like, well, No Man's Sky. That's a sandbox game. But make it as an MMO. And the great thing about this game is everything you craft, other players use. So if you make yourself a terraformer for harvesting minerals, or a harvester for getting plants, that is made by other players. And it has resources that have stats. So let's say you need some metal, and you need some wood, and you need some oil to make some plastic, to make a component for whatever you're making. That oil and that wood and that ore, that metal will all have stats on them. And then when you combine them together to make this component, it will take the equivalent of all those stats and create a whole entire new stat for that subcomponent. And then when you put the subcomponents together to make the final component, it actually creates a new set of stats for that determines like the battery life and how much damage it does, or how much resources it pulls out and things like that. And then on top of that, you can choose the textures that go onto it. Does it have a wood grip, a metal grip, a stone grip? Is the barrel, how does the barrel look? What colors are on it and things like that. Yeah, definitely check it out. Go to starsreach.com and check it out. I also have a bunch of videos that go into it. Plus, you can even get it. It's in pre-alpha, so you can get into the pre-alpha now to play the game and see what it's like so far. It's not a finished game by any means. That's the reason it's in pre-alpha. It's not even in the alpha stages. They are still adding in gameplay mechanics, such as they want to add in item durability so that you have to get your items repaired and things like that. They still have weapons and armors to put in that haven't been put into the game yet. I mean, they don't even have spaceships in the game yet. But that's spaceships are supposed to be put into the game, I think, within the next 3 to 4 months. What kind of books do you like reading? Are you into fantasy books? Are you into horror books? Sci-fi? Murder mysteries? Adventure books? What's your favorite kind of book to read? Knockdown. So you're into the Marvel comics and reading those. Okay. So now, who's your favorite Marvel character? What's your favorite Marvel books to read? Is it X-Men, X-Force, Wolverine, Deadpool, Exiles, Blink, Punisher, Daredevil? Daredevil's a good character. I like Daredevil. I'm a Deadpool fan. He's my favorite along with Blink. Those are my two main favorites. So what is it about Wolverine you don't like? He's an okay character for me, but he's not my favorite. He's in the middle. It depends. For Deadpool, you have to have the right writer for Deadpool. If you get a writer that isn't that good with breaking fourth wall or being comedic, it's gonna not hit. It's gonna fall flat. too OP. His regeneration, yeah, can be overpowered. I like it mainly for the comedic use of the way that the good writers break the fourth wall, things like that. I like Blink for her powers and the fact that she has those energy javelins that can also teleport things. That's where I like Blink. But overall, another favorite of my characters is a Marvel character is Grifter. I really like Grifter. Oh. I know that there's more to explore to the caves, but I'm not a big cave fan. The small caves I really don't like that much, so I'm going to exit out of this. Let's see. Atlas Park. Do the Atlas Park one. Mark that as a task. The maps. Atlas Park is there. We'll do that. Should be able to really... Yeah, he's now in DC because Image sold, you know, some of their characters off. Oh yeah, they've used him. They've even used him in some of the animated movies that they do. I think it's Flashpoint. He was used in Flashpoint. Just like how Blink is in some of the animated series. You see it in the X-Men animated series. She's in some other animated movies, and then Age of Apocalypse. She's in there. Yeah. And that's sort of, you know, I mean, that hurts Image in a way because now Image doesn't have that character to use. But it was also, Image wasn't a, you know, a regular comic book publication place. It was a band of comic book artists that started Image Comics. Not do that. Of course, it's gonna fail, but that's okay. Green. Right here. Mission. Board train, and I'm gonna do the board train one. Go. Port to here. We'll board the train. And we'll do the Steel Canyon one. If we have time. Yeah. I really don't know about that because I know nothing about European publishers. I just know how Marvel, DC, and Dark Horse work. That's it. Ah, okay, so unlike here, where you're basically selling over your rights to wherever you're wanting to get published, and the publisher takes control, unless they have no faith in it. That's the reason, like Metallica, the reason Metallica owns the rights to all their music is none of the record companies thought that heavy metal would be a big, huge thing. They didn't think Metallica would get big, so they let them hold on to the rights to their music. I think nowadays publishers have a hard time and have to negotiate a lot better and a lot fairer because of things like YouTube, Spotify, things like that. You don't need a publisher to release out your music. And it's the same thing with the games industry. You used to have a publisher so that you can manufacture the discs for the console or for the PC or whatsoever. But now that we have a good, strong internet connection for a good chunk of the world, not all of it, not even here in the US is fully covered with good internet connection, but a good chunk of the world has good internet connection. You can self-publish and people can download your games. I'm gonna let endurance get back up and then we'll exit out of here, get back into the mansion. There are other two groups of clockwork. Yeah, I mean you got Steam, you got Epic Game Store, and you got Good Old Games, you got itch.io. You know, those are all very easy platforms to get on, and the reason I say they're easy to get on is the cost of getting on them is very little. You might spend like $100 to get on one, like Steam. You spend $100 to publish on Steam. And that's better than publishing on a console, because if you put a game on the Xbox, PlayStation, or Nintendo's consoles, you're spending $10,000 or more. And that's because they have a certification process, and it costs, every time you go through the certification process, it costs $10,000. If you fail certification, you go back to the end of the line and you have to spend another $10,000. And the thing is even companies like Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo, when they put games onto their own consoles, they also have to fork up the $10,000 and wait in line just like everyone else. And you can't tell me, no, they don't do that, because I know for a fact they do. I've worked directly with Microsoft. I've worked on Nintendo games. And Nintendo's testing facilities and headquarters is right across the street from Microsoft's headquarters up in Seattle. I've been to Microsoft's headquarters for their game division. So I've talked to the Nintendo people and stuff like that. I mean, it's literally, you could get, your project could end at one, a Nintendo or Microsoft. You leave that day and you can walk across the street and see if there's a spot open for a position on another project over at the other company. There we go. Got that one down. Let's get endurance back. Continue on. I think we're good enough. No. With that, that's good. On that. Just down on that. Got it. Perfect. But inspirations are full. That, pop that, pop that. That. That here. Next is missions. You go to Steel Canyon. Turn around. South. Oh, cool. What server are you on? I'm taking it probably one of the homecoming ones. Ah, okay. Union. That task, all that done. Get over to here. That teleporter. Get above all these. There we go. We're at that mission, but it's that time. I'm going to end the stream. I want to thank you guys all for watching. I hope you all had fun. I know I did. See you next Sunday. Have a great day.